So Nalin, you train with Tats?
Yeah.
Awesome. How long did you train with her for?
About 10 to 12 weeks. 12 weeks, I think, yeah.
And what were you looking to achieve over that time?
So it's interesting, actually. It started off with me just doing my own thing in the gym, and then Tats came to me and she was like, "Hey, I'm Tats. I'm just going around the area," and I could sense immediately she was coming from a place of expertise, and she wanted to see if she can do anything to share how she's working with other people, in my shoes, where we just seem to love our squats, right? And then anyway, it's a bit of a long-winded answer, but it turns out that I didn't know there was anything wrong with my squat, and we did what she called a structural balance assessment, and then she took a video of me just doing a normal squat, and it wasn't even with any weight, and I was leaning towards one side, and when I looked at it, I was like, oh boy, this could be dangerous long term. So in terms of what we actually worked on, it was working on getting my squat to have good form, getting rid of the lean towards the right, and we did a number of things along the way in terms of building supporting muscles, reducing the weight for my squat and just ensuring I get the form right, and a few other things. I thought it was great, and I'm glad she approached me, because I wouldn't really have taken a video of myself and got to see myself lean. So yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. So you basically had been lifting for a while, and when she approached you, you were able to dial in on the squat technique. Is that what happened? You basically took a step back from where you were to reassess how things were going? Yeah.
That's true. It was a little bit of an ego slap in the face, but that's exactly right. I mean, we took a step back to really ensure that I'm not doing anything damaging long term.
Nice.
Yeah, from a numbers point of view, it's great. I mean, I brought it back down by about 15 kilos. But at the end of it, after that 12-week period, I was able to go almost double of what I was initially squatting with not ideal form. So I loved it. It was great.
Wow, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you feel just a whole lot stronger in your squat base now?
I do feel a little stronger, absolutely. I guess the answer is yes. And also, I feel like my core is stronger as well. We did these weird things before my squat where we were working on the abdominal area, and I just didn't know there was a lot of little tweaks that you could do to ensure that you're stabilizing your core muscles when you're squatting. And yeah, I feel a lot stronger in my legs, but also my core.
That's awesome. And how is Tats as a trainer?
Oh, she's cool. I mean, she will hold you accountable. That's probably the biggest thing that sticks out, and she comes from a good place. Whenever, even from the get-go, I mean, you might not want to be approached by someone when you're doing your own thing in the gym. It can be a bit of a nuisance, at times, if you picture that. But from the moment she came, I knew she came from a good place and a place of expertise. So overall, from the beginning, throughout the whole journey, from coming from that place of knowledge through to holding yourself accountable and really tracking the progress, from the videos and where you are now to not leading at the end. So I think Tats is very professional, so really respect to her.
That's awesome. And what's one thing, I guess, that you learnt from Tats throughout your time with her that you take away with you now whenever you walk into the gym to train? Is there one thing that jumps out in your mind?
Yeah, it's a tough question. There's one thing. It's probably to be humble enough to know that even if you have trained for many, many years, that there's always an opportunity to reassess where you're at. Leverage expertise of someone who does that kind of thing for a living, and see if there is a genuine opportunity to improve. It's kind of tough when you feel like you know it all. I'm not saying that I did, but even if you've trained for many, many years. So I think the one thing, if there's anything that stands out, is that always be humble and be open to what could be to improve your training game. So yeah, that's probably it.